Yo, what's up, guys? Spidey here. No, not really Spider-Man. I'm just dressed up as Spider-Man. But before you click out, because I know some people won't take this seriously. I mean, how the hell can you take me seriously wearing a Spider-Man outfit? But let me tell you why I'm dressed up as Spider-Man today. If I look ridiculous, it's because people who think that racism doesn't exist are ridiculous as well. If you really truly believe that racism still does not exist, that has still does not affect black people, I want you to take a look through any comment section on YouTube under any video that has to do with a racially motivated situation. Whether it's a cop arresting a black person, whether it's a black and white person getting into some sort of altercation. I want you to take a look at the comment section and you will see right there that racism still exists. They let you know firsthand how they feel about these people. How they feel about these certain people. You know, how they feel that a black person needs to be treated. They'll defend the person that is actually committing the racism. There'll be some that actually go against the racism as well, but a lot of them will defend the racism. They like to tell us that the media is trying to drive a wedge between black and white people. That we were somehow always in cooperation with each other, and suddenly now, because the media is doing this, that it wants to divide the country in half. The media is not dividing the country in half. The country was never united to begin with. There was never a time on this planet where black people and white people coexisted in peace. Never happened. There have been some times where black people and white people have, gotten along, but there's never been a time on this planet that we are truly coexisted without any sort of racism or any type of discrimination occurring. That's just not true. I don't know why I do know why they like to lie, because in their minds, they're like certain black people. They don't believe that racism ever existed to begin with. And when you call them out on their racism, they tend not to want to talk about it. They tend to laugh it off. They tend to even make fun of it. They'll make fun of people like George Floyd, who they see die in front of them on camera. They'll make fun of that. They'll make fun of Trayvon Martin. They believe that when a black person dies, that it's a joke. It's a joke when a black person dies. That's what they feel. That's how these people are. It's a damn shame, but that's the reality of the world that we're living in. They don't take racism seriously. That's why they defend against us talking about it. I look in any comment section when it comes to stuff like this, and I see how these people truly feel. They call themselves being our allies, but they're not our allies, they're our enemies. I'm not branding every single person of the so-called dominant society as my enemy, but as I said many times before, you are guilty until proven innocent. If you can show me you're an ally, then I accept you as an ally. But until that time, I look at you as guilty. Just like you do with us when we're in the justice system or in the courts. I'm sick and tired of people pretending that racism doesn't exist. I'm sick of people trying to say that black people are playing the race card. We're not playing when it comes to us dying out here. People dying out here is not a game. It's not a game when black people kill each other. It's not a game when we get killed by race soldiers out here. It's not a game when anybody gets killed at all. It's not a game at all. Okay? And as far as black people being racist towards Asians or anyone else, please show me. If you want to challenge us with this notion of being racist, please show me any job that a black person has hired anyone in their community over people outside their community. Show me where we had slaves who are not black. Show me where we raped white women and Asian women and Hispanic women. Show me where we fed white children to crocodiles. Show me where we came into white neighborhoods and burned the neighborhoods down. Please, show me the racism of black people. Please show me. You can't show me. They'll try to find something here and there. They'll try to pretend this is this and that, but they won't find anything because black people cannot be racist. We don't have power like that. We don't have the power to take away your jobs. We don't have the power to oppress you. But we've been oppressed for years. Somehow we managed to coexist together with these people, even though some of us don't like them, others kiss their ass. We just managed to coexist with them. That's how it works. Nobody can ever show me an example of how black people are racist towards anyone. This black people being racist towards Asian trash is garbage. It's untrue. You want to talk about fake news, okay? That's fake news. Because every time when a black person gets killed, when Dylan Roof killed those black people in that church, I was told on my old channel that was fake news. Those people are alive. That's just to divide the nation. It's always dividing the nation when they're doing something wrong. It's always dividing the nation when black people start talking about oppression and talking about discrimination, talking about racism, talking about our children, talking about our men and women being killed. It's always division. It's never about this person is actually a white supremacist and they need to be held accountable for what they've done. It's never that. They'll even dislike the video because you're speaking the truth about this. YouTube will suppress you just because you're talking the truth about this. YouTube will suppress any channel that is discussing what is truly happening to black people, because the time when black people just sit around and do nothing and kiss people's ass, especially these people's asses, is over. Now, yes, there are still going to be some of those people that will do that, but the vast majority of us who are not doing that is growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. More people are opening their ears, opening their eyes. They're getting the knowledge. They're doing their research. They're understanding that we live in this society now. We don't live in this society where your blinders are on. You thought that everything was candy canes, rainbows, and gumdrops. It's actually a society that is against you. Not everybody's your enemy, but you have to understand you don't have friends. You can't be looking towards the people that are oppressing you to look as them as your savior, because they're not your savior. Your savior does not oppress you. Your savior is there to help you. These people do not want to help you. They want to oppress you and keep you down. Most of us, they want to be eliminated. They don't like the black family. They don't like black women and black men being together. They don't like that at all. Okay? That's the bottom line. They don't go through anything that we go through. Okay? They have never dealt with anything that we have dealt with. Unless it's poverty. Some of them live in poverty. I can give them that much. But when it comes to being black in America, going through racial stereotypes, okay, being singled out for the color of your skin, they haven't gone through that. They can tell you and lie and say but I don't want to hear it because it's bull crap. They'll tell you they went through a black neighborhood and they got their behind beat. And we know that's nonsense. It's nonsense, man. So I'm not trying to hear this narrative of racism doesn't exist and they're on our side. They know what we're going through, because when I look through the comment section of certain videos that I've seen today and a couple of days ago, and even go beyond that, some of these channels, when you're looking at the live streams they make fun of black people getting killed. They think it's a joke. It's entertainment to them. I don't understand how it's entertaining for someone to be killed. Oh, that person deserved it. Oh, they probably was doing something wrong. That's why they did what they did. Some of them joke about, oh, we need to go back to the old times where we lynched them and hung them from trees. They're actually saying this in the comment section, and it's not being deleted by YouTube. But YouTube will delete comments from you people, you right there, okay, who watch my stuff and don't even say anything bad. YouTube will delete your comments but keep those type of comments up. That makes absolutely no sense to me. But look where we are. Look who's running the site. Look who's running the platform. I'm not surprised. So I'm just saying, I don't know. Some of you think that there is some kind of coalition between us and them, and it's no coalition between us and them. I don't look at those people as my allies. I look at those people as some people that as a people that I have to be wary of, and I have to be very distrustful of until they prove that they can be trustworthy. And unfortunately, even in your own community, you have to look at some of the black people who may be trying to destroy you from within with the COINTELPRO. Okay? We got a bunch of shows I've told about before that will talk about black women need to get with white men. Black men need to get with white women. Black men need to stay away from black women. Black women need to stay away from black men. I can't stress this enough. I'm going to look right into the camera. I cannot stress this enough. If you are a black person and you are watching a channel where the black person is telling you to stay away from your own people, okay, let me tell you. If you're trying to stay away from the bad black people, the ones that commit crimes and stuff, and you want to do better, I understand you want to separate from them. You want to separate from the ones that want to sabotage your freedom. I understand that. But if you are watching a channel that is telling you to date outside your race because that's the only choice you've got, that's the only option you've got, black women ain't crap, black men ain't crap, you are doing yourself a disservice as a black person if you are listening to these fools. And these fools that are running these channels and bad-mouthing black men and black women and telling us to stay away from each other are no friends of the black community at all. Facts. Facts. No friends to the black community at all. End of story. So we gotta look at the ones who are doing the work of our enemies and our enemies themselves. I'm not preaching hate on my channel. I never do. I preach love for the community. I preach love between black women and black men. So like I said, if you found this costume ridiculous, you should also find what they say to be ridiculous when they say that they don't believe in racism, that racism doesn't exist. Stop whining, stop complaining about it. We're going to keep on talking about it because it needs to be talked about. It's a problem that continues to this day. It's been centuries since this problem has begun. And it's been centuries since it continues. It continues to this day. With that being said, I'm not going to keep you much longer. Thank you for your time, and I'll talk to you soon. I'm out. Can you get this thing closed? Nah, I'm just messing with you guys. I'll talk to you soon. But let me know what you think in the comment section, all right? Appreciate it. Peace.